guys, I wanted to just share with you my final set of Kendras Card Challenge 10, as the Kendras Card Challenge 10 is more or less going back in the vault at the end of the month. And I put some sneak peeks up, but let's just take a look at it. These are the first couple sketches. I have an interesting story about this diamond one. The paper company that Rabbit Hole Designs really liked that one, so that one got a lot of positive feedback, so that made me quite happy. These aren't inherently in order. I think this is actually this might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these first 7 cards, I really liked the use of copper here. One thing about all these, I think, is that because this pattern paper is so saturated, I think if I had done the coloring with that in mind, I would have colored in a more saturated way, like with the spaceship, you can really see it. And I really got, I think, more mileage out of the spaceship than any of the other things, so I think if I did this again with this particular stamp set, I would definitely use the spaceship. And I do like ones like this, or the other, I like the ones where I use the foiled paper on these a lot. I think it adds a lot to the end result. This one was interesting just because this is single-sided paper, so I just inked the backside before I did the shirt fold. So even if you have a single-sided paper, this works pretty well. And let's see what. And then these are. This one was kind of fun too, but like this series I think came out really well, and these are actually good one. These 3 are good to do sort of ad hoc because you can see they're the same cuts. So you could just basically cut a square or a rectangle of 3 pattern pieces of pattern paper and you could bring this together. And if you did that, you wouldn't necessarily need to use this specific cutting setup. Like you could do either horizontal cuts, although I do like how these lines kind of add a lot of visual interest. And then this is the sketch I actually demoed. I actually like how this came out versus the video I did for the hop. I think these last 3 cards might be my favorite. I also like the first rocket card a lot, and the copper one here. So I think those are probably my favorites. I really liked how this series came out, and some of these I'm going to probably be mailing soon to friends and such, as I like to do with most of my cards. But yeah, let me know what you think. Which ones were your favorites? Have you done the Kendras Card Challenge? If so, please check it out. I really enjoy it. I started with the 8th challenge, and then I was on Kendra's design team for the last 6 months, so I've done the next 2 challenges. I've done one per month, and I don't know if I'll keep up with always doing one per month, but I think it's a lot of fun, and I certainly have the paper to do it, so I may do that. I mean, I find these a lot more, I don't know, mentally interesting than sheet loads, because sheet loads, like, basically once you've done one card, like, it's just sort of a more assembly line construction. These always feel like you're creating sort of a unique card, and man, I love this silver metallic on this one. Anyway. But let me know what you think, and if you're interested, I will probably put the link below, but it's just kendrascardchallenges.com if you want to see the current card challenge that's currently going on, and then there are links to all the previous ones, although most of them are patron exclusives. One, I don't know if that happens immediately once the challenge is over, but if you do join as a patron with Kendra, basically you'll be able to look at all the previous ones, and that basically, you know, like any other sketch challenge, it gives you a library of all sorts of stuff that you can look at over time. So thanks for checking this out, and I'm sure I will talk to you guys again soon.